Jan here. Here's lick of the day number 60. This one is an Octatonic picking lick. As usual, you can find a link to the tabs down in the description below or by clicking right here on the screen. I'm going to play it once slowly and then break it down. Start here on the 15th fret of the high E string. Right, so this one is based on the E octatonic scale, and an octatonic scale is half whole diminished or a whole half diminished, and just relates to the intervals you get in the scale. And these scales are symmetrical, which means that all of these different notes can be the root of either the whole half or half whole scale. Might sound confusing, but the only thing you need to remember right now is that the half whole, which is the one we're playing now in E. Start with E, then you go to a half step, whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, half step, and then a whole step, back to E again. So you have 8 notes within the octave, and intervallically you get the root note, flat second, flat 3, major third, flat 5, or sharp 4, depending on how you want to look at it, the 5, the 6, the flat 7, and the root. And the other variety you can get, but we're not playing in this lick, is the whole half. So that's the other way around. So you have a whole step, so you get 1, 2, flat 3, 4, flat 5, flat 6, or sharp 5, again, depending on how you want to look at it. And then the 6th, natural 6th, and the natural 7th, and then back to the root. You don't hear this scale a lot in normal rock music, even though you would hear it in Michael Romeo's playing. You would hear it from Alan Holdsworth, you would hear it Robin Ford in the blues context, so it's quite a usable scale, but for now you don't need to overthink it. Just try it over like a E type of drone first and get used to the sound, and you can try it in different contexts. But for now it's not a theory lesson, it's just a lick that sounds cool. So the sequence goes like this. We start here on the 15th fret of the high E string. And we have 15, 16, 18, where we're gonna go like that. So just up and then back again. And then we have 15, 17, 18 on the B string. And if we put that together, you get an 8-note sequence. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you look at the fingering here, 1, 2, 4, and then 1, 3, 4 on the next one, that's something you're going to see throughout the whole lick. So what happens after this, move down a half step, and then we're basically in a position to repeat exactly the same fingering. So only difference here is that we have to compensate for the B string or the G string. So instead of going, you have to go here, right? But you can see the actual fingering is the same as we had here. But then, as we move down a half step again, we're on the same note that we started before. So we're gonna play exactly the same thing. So move down a half step, move down a half step, and then end on E. So all right, practice-wise here, I would suggest that you work on the actual lick as it is, because you basically repeat the whole thing on each string group anyway. So we just move that down in half steps. And go on like that. But another thing you can do is to go through it with accents. So keep your foot on 1 the whole time and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And then you do it again, but now you accent 2 instead. So this could be on an upstroke. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then finally 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But throughout the whole thing. And if you do that starting on every possible fret that you can, that will really help your overall picking a lot. Another thing you can try is just to change the subdivision. So instead of doing 16th notes, you do triplets, 8-note triplets, so 3 notes per beat. And you won't end on the beat here, but it doesn't really matter because it will really help your overall picking when you do that. Kind of the same thing as the accents, because what happens is that the accents move around. And it might feel a bit awkward, but that awkward feeling is what we want to get to. Because when you do that and you go back to your... will just feel easier. Alright, that's it for this one. If you have any questions, just post it below. Otherwise, please like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff really helps the channel and in turn makes me more able to keep up this content here on my channel. So, hope you like this one and see you in the next one.